Good morning, friends. Well, I had a very interesting dream, and I've never had this thought before. So I figured I'd share it with you. And this falls under the category is like God sending me messages. Is somebody somehow trying to inspire me to create new technology. This isn't To me, this idea is very unique. I'm trying to give myself credit for something profound before I tell you what it is. What's another way to say this? I've never seen this before. It feels like a fresh idea. Was I led to this idea because Steve McQueen was in it? And I'm not a Steve McQueen fan. I'm sure he was a great actor, and I know he's beloved by many. But Steve McQueen was in the idea, and we were talking about the movie called Bullet, which is a green Mustang racing around in San Francisco. That's not part of the dream. I mean, Steve McQueen was in it, but anyways, here's the idea. NASCAR, but drone driving. So you have real humans racing the NASCAR remotely. They're just sitting like at home playing video games, but it's all live. There's a real car on the track, radio controlled to the driver at some other location. This could be for Formula One. This could actually be any racing, including dirt bikes. I don't really care about the dirt bike idea that much, but I would love to see drone racing for NASCAR and Formula One, rally racing. It would be a little bit more dangerous because the driver's not there to feel the G-forces. I think you'd have more crashes. Would people go to a public event to watch cars? Well, you might have more crashes. People like the crashes. And since no humans being injured, even better. I think we'd see a point where the cars would not resemble the cars today because there's no human involved. You don't need to make it tall for a human to fit in there. Don't even need a windshield. It would just be four wheels and a motor. Yeah, so drone, NASCAR. I've had other NASCAR ideas. Drunk NASCAR. I still think drunk NASCAR would be an absolute side-splitting riot. Yeah, drunk NASCAR looks like this. The contestants go into a beer tent and they blow into the breathalyzer as they enter. You cannot be drinking before you enter. Then in the beer tent, you must consume a minimum of like two of those big glasses of beer. The gargantuan, like 1 liter beers, they're huge. They're kind of like, that's not even a liter. How much is this? 80 ounces. You get the idea. Yeah, drunk NASCAR. That's a funny idea. My favorite place to get news, politically incorrect, is having a problem with Cloudflare. I guess I can go to the archive and see what's happening. Maybe the archive is doing a recording in live time, which is what its job is. That's the job. Great weather, 75 this morning. It's going to be nice today. What time is it? It's April 14th. It's the 15th. Oh, it looks like, what, today is Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Huh. It looks like 4chan's been down since midnight. Yeah, 12:54. Huh, Monday, 1902 time. So it's like 9 o'clock last night. That's the last time Plebes has any new stuff. Huh. Let's go to Slashdot. The night before last, I had another really interesting dream. There was no technology, but there was high fashion. Lots of people wearing bodysuits that covered the head. FCC chairman tells Europe to choose between USA or Chinese communication technology. Uh-huh. India IT faces its Kodiak moment. Well, saying that AI is changing things for India. Yeah, I guess AI is just definitely, it's going to displace a lot of people. But you're still going to need humans to make sure that whatever the code was written by AI is working properly. Hertz says customers' personal data stolen. I'm reading Slashdot. Sorry if this is horribly boring. I thought I had an ant on my arm. Huh. Oh, I got Trump fatigue. I've got tariff fatigue. I've got Elon Musk fatigue. I noticed they've been pushing a lot of 9/11 truth lately. And well, that's important because the people who did 9/11, Israel, have not been brought to justice. And as a political candidate, because I ran for president, if you don't know, I said that we would have to forgive Israel. We can't be doing an eye for an eye. Oh, I see there's comments here. Hey, dog. And the mods were doxxed. Oh, that's good. Well, to become a moderator on 4chan, you do have to submit your identification. That's in their terms and conditions. and that's in the conditions of becoming a moderator, is that you have to legally prove you are who you are because of lawsuits. So that could be true. Dog, why are you on kiwi farms? I don't ever, I mean, I go there. There's one thread about the guy who swatted me, Alan Fallion, that I was reading. You know, there's definitely some intellectual conversations going on there. I would, honestly, for me, it would be just much better if people were being respectful with respectful language instead of calling people the F word for homosexual, the N word for black people. You know, it just gets exhausting. It's not productive. It's racist. Intel says Intel to sell majority stake in Altera. What is Altera? Is that their, is it programmable chip unit? Oh, you were there because Reddit. Okay. How can you even stand Reddit, man? Like, Reddit is blue wave. Reddit is lots of bullies on Reddit for sure. Totally narrow-minded people on Reddit, not open to any information. Nazi. Like, they're just really just ridiculous. Reddit in the early, like 15 years ago, Reddit was interesting. And then it got gamed. The problem with San Francisco-based startups is San Francisco is a liberal echo chamber where if you don't parrot the messages coming out of San Francisco, then you're kicked out of San Francisco high-tech society, which is everything. There are no right-wing funded startups. None. Zilch. Even Donald Trump is a liberal. He's a liberal pretending to be a conservative. And the conservatives are so blind, they don't see it. Meta starts using data from European Union users to train its AI model. Wow. NATO inks deal with Palantir for Maven AI system. For artificial intelligence and enabled battlefield operations. They're absolutely going to have war in Europe. Yeah, Europe is going to be a huge battleground. It won't be America. It's going to be Europe. They're going to ruin everything. VMware has resumed offering its free hypervisor. Huh. European Union issues U.S.-bound staff with burner phones over spying fears. Huh. Well, what? I mean, those burner phones could be compromised also. Ever think of that? What if all burner phones have spyware? Wouldn't that make sense? They're like, basically criminals are going to use this phone, so why not put spyware on the phone to begin with, where all burner phone calls are sent to a special department to be listened to even more diligently. We need an open source smartphone where you can buy Apple or Android hardware, and then it will install its own operating system. Blue Origin sends all female crew to the edge of space in historic flight. That was pretty smart of what's his name, Bezos, to do that with an all-women crew. I mean, to hijack the media, the mainstream media. I don't have much more to say, especially since 4chan's down. I can't get a read on the news. I got more insulation installed. If my building looks like this, because it does, I got this wall, and this wall installed. So I just got one more wall to do, which is the door. It's going to be easy. I've been doing a lot of electrical engineering work for my solar system. I've got to make my own electrical cables, and the electrical cables are like thick. And the eyelet that goes on it, you can solder them or you can crimp them. And I'm going to buy a crimping tool that you put it in a thing and you hit it with a hammer. I really like this idea. It's only $13. Ooh. All right, friends. I don't have anything else really to add. Nothing, there isn't any global news I can think of. So have a wonderful Tuesday. Maybe I'll see you later tonight. Bye-bye.